Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of One Idiot, One Console, because the other one's at work. Today we are going to do an episode of fixing everything that I did wrong in the last batch filming. So, we begin. Alright, so we're currently in a bad tide, which is cool. Let me see if I did what I think I did over here. I did not. Cool. Alright, so one of the first things that has been suggested to me was to move a scrap collector closer to that. The hole that I want to plug, although it looks like I did finally just do that. Okay, so that's one of the things. I literally have a pen and paper. I went through the comments and was like, where did I go wrong? Alright. So, working hours are fine. Alright, then the first order of business is going to be I'm undoing this with the berry bushes. Because it has been called to my attention that we do actually need some frickin' dandelions. Let's go ahead and resources. I hope we don't need more than this. Let's go ahead and get somebody in there real quick to do that. Oh yeah, I could speed up the time, couldn't I? Alright, so that was one of the first suggestions. I think these are oaks here. Yes. So I'll finish out this row with more oaks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put chestnuts in here. Yep, and then that one should be able to get to all of those. Alright. So that's one of the things done. One of the other things that was suggested is because science is currently kind of a bitch to come by, I should make an observatory, which I don't think is a bad idea. Do we have paper? Yeah. We now have some paper, so you can pause for a little bit. I also really want to see if I can get the zip lines up and running. Because we're just, like, we are at a point where it is expensive to get from one place to another, and it doesn't look like I needed, I need treated planks or anything. I just need, yeah, that shouldn't actually be insanely difficult to complete, so, yeah, might as well. Alright, where do I put it? Because preferably it'll be up high somewhere, which I'm kind of thinking maybe I take this staircase and extend it up here, or like back this way, so that we can get over up here. Yeah, I think that could work. Alright, so hopefully this will be... perfect. Alright, and then I am thinking we should use this area for more stuff, so... now the fun part's gonna be... alright, we do have enough signs to unlock the zipline station, not the pylon yet, so we'll go ahead and unlock the station and get that moving. Which I do want this to stay above everything, so I know this is kind of a little bit far back, but I want this, like, I want to make sure that the zipline station stays out of the way, and then also I would like to have a little zipline hub here. Oop, still need a path. Which I'll change the paths around as I need them, but I intend on having a little bit of a zipline hub right here so that a whole bunch of different ziplines can leave from here, so if we need to get, like, over here's a good place for a zipline, or over here, you know, wherever we need to get to, we'll have the option of zipline, which I'm thinking the connecting one for this should be out here somewhere. So let me see. So these guys don't have that bad of a walk. But once I set up some infrastructure out here, it's going to be a little bit worse. So what if I put another zip line? Oh, we want them to be close to this. So let's put another zip line here. And then we just need the pylons. Which I know I've kind of shunned the observatory in favor of these, but, like, I feel like it's necessary right now. We've got the grill is empty. That's fine. The grill is always empty. Only got 6 days left on the drought. Got about 1,000 water. That's not bad at all. I feel like I could wedge something in right here. I'd have to think about what. How many haulers do I have anymore? Yeah, I've got a decent chunk of everybody. And there goes that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, we're like out of water. Okay, well, rip those crops. Up blows. I'm gonna put, I'd like them to take this down a little bit faster so that I have the room for it, so I'm gonna add another, pile right here for them. And that's just gonna be set to supply. At least we've still got water down here. And in the tanks. Yeah, I really do. One of the next thing. Oh, cool. They've already finished this. Or, not quite, but... I forgot that I had actually gone this far and, like, done what I wanted to do here, so that's good. Let's see how everybody's doing on sleep. Sleep is doing good. So I think they're back down to... Or they're out of the funk that they were in sleep-wise, which is good. Things improving. Some people are hungry. Not a lot of time for campfires and stuff, which is to be expected. Roofs I don't have anywhere great to put yet. Scarecrows. Oh, I do have the paper for some of this stuff now, so I'll start doing that stuff in a minute here. Yeah, I could look into the farmer statues and stuff too. Like one of the things I am not missing is like wood right now, and if I just need hella wood to make something, I can do that. All right. Where am I? Oh yeah, I need to get some batteries going, which would be good. Those are going to be kind of a, well, I could start out with just some simple ones, and that wouldn't be too big of an issue. I could probably drop them off the backside here if I wanted. Yeah. Let's see, I could... So if I unlock the vertical power shaft, I could get it up to here, and I can get beavers here. I just need to get them down the other side to build things, which is fine. Oh yeah, that doesn't cost anything. Yes. Well, let's do that. Here. To there. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and set up... Nope, I was in the right spot. We'll go ahead and set up... So I think we want to get this out of the way. I say, and then do that. Let's see. How much would this cost to unlock? 200? Yeah, not worth it. I'll just take the L. Alright. So we should be able to get 2 batteries going on that, which is going to cost us 400. Yay. Alright. Let's go ahead and build this so that they have their way down. Or at least set that up to be built. I'm thinking we might have the water situation figured out to the point that I would be comfortable with starting these new houses just so that we actually have some more beavers. Because we really... Well, do we have six empty beds still? Hang on. 1, 2... Those are gonna fill tonight. Oh, they didn't. Interesting. Okay, well we should still have some more beavers in a minute if we do have 6 empty beds, so that'll be 10 more adults coming, which isn't bad. Alright, we'll go with that. I feel like they are really focused over here, huh? Yeah, but you've got this bit handled. Yeah, we just need to reorganize the priorities. Alright, so I would like that built soon. Oh, did I never put in? No, that wasn't what I was doing that for. Never mind. Alright, so that I want. We're doing okay on food right now. My dad texting me again seems to be the norm during these videos anymore. Yeah, let's get them up here at least. I'd like to get as much of this done as possible, just because that should be fairly easy to do. Most of it just takes logs. We'll get that going. Oh. Yeah, the way into the water can definitely come back. Let's go ahead and get that built so that they'll come and get the materials. Okay. Back to this. So these can all go. And we can go ahead and put in some more dandelions. Once we have some more beavers, that'll unpause. I feel like we do not have enough beavers. I'm unpausing like 2 of them. Yeah, which we have enough, yeah, we have plenty of builders, so they just really all want to be out here, I think. Which, like, that's fine. I'm just checking the priorities over here. I don't think they can even reach that, can they? Nope. What if I put a path right up to it? Nope. Cool. That's fine. So I'll go ahead and lower the priority of that back down to neutral. Or I guess I could start building. That would be really hard to build a way up to. Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. That's fine. Oh, good, it's gonna stop being a red tide, or a bad tide tomorrow. Red tide sounds cooler. Like, bad tide is ominous, but red tide is, like, spooky. Alright, good, and then we're gonna have this whole area that's no longer getting infected by the bad tide. And then we do have a little bit of overflowing over here, but I don't think that it's gonna go too badly where we don't want it to. Which, I mean, it already hasn't. Let's see the sluices work. Oh yeah, we definitely need to build something to block off this area. Which we've already done, but this is already preventing us from... Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and shift some priorities real quick, because this shouldn't take too long at all, and I am now going to consider this somewhat emergency priority, because frankly I'm getting fucking sick of this. Which I'm gonna have to just manually open them. Sorry, buddy. Because that's not gonna stop doing what it's doing. There we go. Alright. And here it goes. Perfect. Then we'll water the rest of this area, which will lead to all of this getting planted. Alright, we have built the way up here, that's good, and then they're working on that. Can we reach everything? We should be able to. Yep. Why can't we... Oh, well, there's not the thing that's underneath it yet, so... No, there is. Why can't that be reached? You'd think they'd be able to get it here. Alright, we'll slap in another staircase for now and see if that does anything. That's the problem. Never mind. Alright. I wonder if just pathing to the staircase will do enough. It did. Alright. Seeing if everybody's making it back in. Maybe not. See how we're doing on sleep. Sleep. We're doing okay on sleep, though. Seems like everybody's sleeping enough, so... as long as they're sleeping enough, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, where am I? Can I unlock this yet? Indeed. Perfect. Let's put these somewhere where I'm actually going to be able to reach them. How far can I put this? Alright, so far I can put it over here. Can I put it back here? Can I put it here? No. Alright, so here's probably going to be the farthest that's reasonable. Ooh, the lag. Alright, we'll do that. Can this connect? No, too far. Damn, I hate it when that happens. Let's just put it there. Alright. And that's why you start the water production immediately. How close am I? Yeah, unfortunately we're just gonna go crazy with the water production for a minute and hope that nothing too important happens. Yeah, so we've got vacancies in the farmhouses, grill of course. That's a little bit of an issue. Let's see, I've got 13, so what if I did... so that's better already. District Center is one of the more important job sites, so they'll keep that. Let's go ahead and lower... that's harvest. Oop, I do want harvest up. My bad. Plants can go down. We have somebody in gear production, somebody in log production, nobody in metal production, but we've also got a shit ton of metal right now, so that should hopefully be fine. Let's check again. Alright, that's because we have new beavers. Oh, we've got nobody in either of these, which is going to be an issue. Okay. Let's go ahead and raise the workplace priority a little bit. Yeah, 3 on harvest, 1 on plant, that's good. I didn't realize the farmhouses were completely empty, but I should realize that now that I'm thinking about it. Alright. Only got like 1 day left to do water production stuff, until we're out of water production, that is. So they can't reach these over here. Let's see if I can get any of that done before... Oh, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, as obnoxious as this is, I would rather do this right now. Let's see how much we can get done. Just hoping for that one more level, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and raise your working hours just a little bit. Sorry, guys. I want to see if we can actually get somewhere here. Fucking why are we always building? Well, I did raise the priority of that, didn't I? Yep. How worried am I about these beavers in relation to this? Not very. They shouldn't get in the water. Okay, so we're good there. I'm gonna go ahead and lower this priority back down. I'll leave that on high priority. That'll just annoy me later. Yeah, I do think maybe I should move one of these flags, though. Just so we're getting, like, two ends of this. I thought they'd finish the zipline for a second and somebody was on it. I was like, what? No way. That would have been exciting. Alright, so we got up to 1.3 thousand water. We do have a little bit of a buffer. So I'm gonna leave that alone and let them keep pumping until we've got less of a buffer. Honestly. Oh, yeah, working hours can lower again. Alright. So, the last two things on my list are planting chestnut and building the observatory, which, how much do I need? I just checked that, I know, 1,000. Oh, that's annoying. But yeah, the observatory will make science much faster once I actually have it up and running. Good, good. Yeah, I don't think there's... He can reach those down there, but that's not worthwhile. How do I have... It's an interesting predicament. There we go. Fixed itself. Alright, so... Oh, God, 20 days. That's so long. Why? Yeah, I really do. I think we should focus on getting the zipline done, because if we can just get the damn zipline done, then they can get out there to build much faster. And that's gonna solve our water issue. Which I've got nobody in there. Got people in here. On the bright side, that is my one job opening. Alright, we're so close to maxed out now, I'm gonna go ahead and pause a couple of these. I think I'm gonna leave 4 going. Now I have 4 unemployed beavers. Let's get you guys going. And... yeah. Let's get that going. Alright, what do I have marked for cut over here? Cool, so I don't want any of this marked for cut because I'm gonna use that to make chestnuts. And then for the sake of everyone that's 88, or a little bit OCD, let's go ahead and unmark the stuff that does not need to be marked. Why is this shit not marked? Answer, because I'm stupid. Stupid! Alright. Get that gone, get that gone. Whoop. That would be kind of funny to just leave one at the back and see if it messes with my brain later. Like if I just don't catch it. Alright, that should look good except for here, here, and here. Perfect. Might as well put somebody in here for a minute to get these berries. Which we're gonna need somebody for the dandelions anyway, and it seems like we do have some dandelions, that's good. Oh man, this whole area is a tree cut area. Let's go ahead and undo that a little bit. Just that way every time we open this menu it's not a whole bunch of green blobs all over the screen. I don't know if it's like loud to you guys, but it's loud to me. If you've seen any of my, what the hell is the name of that game? Stardew Valley. If you've seen any of my Stardew Valley videos, you've seen if there's something, like, going in the upper corner, I'm like, ah, stop. Oh, neat, we're almost done with that. How close are we for the pylons? Not quite. I'm gonna go ahead and raise the priority of that because it's gonna bother me that they haven't just built it. Like, literally somebody just needs to go hit this thing with a hammer, and it bugs me. Yet again, we somehow have an extra beaver and an empty job post. Which is interesting. There we go. Yeah, we had a group of the elderly beavers die off. Alright, there's that. Hell yeah. We're still producing planks. Let's go ahead and get that going. Let's see how much of the buffer we've gone through. Yeah, alright. Time to hold out for as long as we can with these guys. You go ahead and vibe in the Hauler's Post. Alright, we have a plank shortage, but that could very likely just be because both gears are taking up planks and also... Yeah, we're using a lot of planks right now, so that's fine. Should be anyway. So that one doesn't have anything, that one doesn't have anything. Are they gonna... They're gonna build both of these before they do anything with the pylons, huh? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks, I don't mind that. Oh, good, they finally got this bit done. Which means I no longer need those. Alright, that's good. They're gonna start building these, which means I'll have an even... Next time we get through the damn bad tide, I'll have even more of an extra layer going. Yeah, I hope they realize they're gonna have to build these to get to these. Which I'll go ahead and path along the top of the rest of these just to get us going. No point in any of this being here now. I think demolish buildings will get the paths. Yep. Start setting up the levees over here. I went one farther than I needed to. My bad. That's good, I guess. Let's go ahead and hit play on these. Whoop. Where am I going? Sometimes I press the wrong button. I'm like, ah. Alright. Let's go ahead and raise the levees here. To at least there. Because I don't know if we're going up one more or what. How far can I go? Yeah, as far as I've built is already going to be questionable, maybe. Yeah, which what I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to have sluices here. I probably said this already, but I'm going to have sluices here. And then this will be kind of my, like, little chamber of, okay, either it goes this way if it's bad water, or it comes this way. But then it can back up as high as this is, which, how much higher is that? Let's see, so that's at the same level as those. And that's, looks like... I might already have it up to that level. I'm really not sure. Alright, I think I want to figure out the sluice situation over here. Yeah, that's probably what I was doing this for, huh? Maybe. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I want to get the sluices here. Which I think I only need 3 of them, but I'm gonna put 4 just because bad water is a game I don't want to play. Get that up. And that over. We'll set these ahead of time to close below contamination, 1%. Don't do anything with the stream. I think they're able to build all of that on their own. I'm not sure if the edge is going to be too far. Because, like, right now it is, but once they build out to it, it might not be. I don't know, we'll find out. Alright, we're getting there. We just need planks. Which is, for some reason, a problem today. Oh, this is nice, because then I can put the observatory right here. Hadn't thought of that. Or even some more windmills. I'm worried if I put a windmill in, I won't be able to build the batteries, though, so we'll worry about that later. Should be upgrading to the better windmills at some point here. Alright. So, Gravbat's gonna go there. I want to worry about the observatory. Let's see how big this thing is. Oh yeah, this will fit here. Yeah, no problem. So I think I'm actually going to tuck it more like here. So that way it's kind of out of the way a little bit, but they can still get to it. Hey! There's an attachment. It's happening. No, it's not. Never mind. Yeah, because we're still waiting on the planks. Which way are they building it, I wonder? They're building out. No, they're building in toward the center. Interesting. And they still haven't finished this. Which, again, requires planks, so I guess they're just moving on to the other things that require planks, which is fair. Oh, yeah, that is the wood. Well, no. Because I placed that one last out of the pylon, so they shouldn't be ignoring this one. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how the AI is working. I really shouldn't be. Alright. What else? So, I need to figure out my plank production. Plank production is currently a problem. Why is plank production a problem? Oh man, that's nice in here. Yes. Yeah, I could actually tear that down right now. I don't want to fuck with it when we're still... Well, I've got the water too if I wanted to. Worry about it later. Focus. Alright, so what's our problem here? So productivity's obviously going to be freaking garbage because... Yeah, there's no power right now, which is not a big surprise. So actually, Gravbats might be more important right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with gravity batteries are gonna be super important right now, so I'm actually gonna unlock these, as much as that gets me away from the observatory again, and I know I keep doing that, it's just like, I think we need it right now. I think these are a little bit more important for the moment. Which we just need to get something rudimentary in, and once we've got, like, once we have these going, it won't matter anymore. Okay, this is gonna seem dumb when I do it, but there's a reason I'm doing it. Oop, there we go. This way, I can have that all marked out, and they can still build these. Alright, so we've got one plank now. I'm gonna go ahead and, as much as it's a little bit against my better judgment, I'm gonna emergency priority. I'm only gonna do it to one of these. I'm gonna emergency priority that one. See how long it takes them to do it. Yeah, because I think these things require planks, don't they? Oh, of course I picked the one. Well, I need that. Yeah, they require planks, so I should definitely be getting that done, because then, at the very least, once I have this done, I can keep this powered all throughout the day, which means that I won't have the issue. Because other than that, it's a productive workplace, so, like, it's going well. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. We're not having any issues as far as that goes. And it seems like we've got enough power, which is good. Yeah, we've got... Well, now everything just died because everybody went home, but you get the idea. Yeah, so that's part of my problem with the builders, I guess, is that I'm doing other things. So when I run out of stuff over there, they start working on this, which I'm like, I don't necessarily need you guys to do that. Let's just make this wood for now. Oh, cool. We did finish that. So, yeah, we're just waiting on planks for, like, the entire rest of this. Wrong button again. Yeah, we are literally just waiting on planks. Alright, which I would, again, rather get this done first. So, that's fine. Which, yeah, if those are at that priority and this is at this priority, they should be doing their own thing here. Yeah, which we haven't even gotten close to getting to that yet. Which is fine. So yeah, we're within 10 minutes of the end of the episode, and basically all I've done is worry about that. You know, can y'all just... Fuck, man. Sorry, that's gonna bug me, because I have something I'm supposed to be doing here, and I'm like, hey, I need this to happen. Yeah, these are officially a problem. Any second now. And go. Perfect. Yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna do when we're done with this bad tide is I'm getting rid of this, because I don't want to mess with the water levels right now, because I'm a little worried about them. But I'm gonna get rid of this and make this just stairs across. I might even just get rid of the crossing it. Well, that'll make beavers get their fur wet, so that is good. We do need them to do that. Still 5 out of 20. We are still running low on planks. But again, I'm pretty sure if we can just get this stuff done, you know? They could reach this, right? Yeah, I guess. Seems like they can. Oh yeah, it would kind of help if that was done. Let's go ahead and up that. I don't know if you guys like sitting here and watching the beavers build stuff. I really like sitting here and watching the beavers build stuff. You couldn't have just built it? It was probably a hauler. Alright, that's good. So we've got power going all the way up and over here. And then that'll help because overnight they'll be able to charge the batteries and everything. Or when there's otherwise excess power supply. Good, good. Done. Which means we just need these. There should be no way they get this thing done before they get these done. In theory. 2 out of 6. Yeah, they're building this plank first. Cool. Good, good. If not, I would have had to have built a staircase and platforms and everything to get them over this, which I might eventually have to do anyway, but... Once we've got enough for the observatory unlock, I'm gonna just plunk it down so that we have it. So if he works all 20 hours in the day, which I don't expect him to, but if he were to work all 20 hours in the day, we could get 20 planks every day. So that's 3 more, 8 more, 11. So that's gonna be like 2.5 days. Cool. That works. Let's make sure we're getting this done first. I'm gonna pause this. Yes, I'm aware nothing has power. That's normal. I'm working on that problem right this minute, buddy. We got an extra beaver. Let's go ahead and throw them in there. Oh, cool. Any minute now they'll build these. Alright, let's go ahead and pause this so that they focus on these. Me right-clicking on it. Why isn't it showing the materials? Because I'm right-clicking and I'm stupid. It's okay. On the bright side, we got plenty of forest going on over there. Let's... Again with the wrong buttons today. Alright. Let's again double check that everything that should be marked for cutting is marked for cutting. Good. Everything that should be marked for cutting is indeed marked for cutting. So these guys are just not keeping up. Which is fine. I also don't really have centralized log storage yet, which I really should. I need to figure out where I want to put all of my storage. Because the world's my oyster at this point. I could put it anywhere I want. Maybe over here? Yeah, and I could build another zipline network over to here. Which wouldn't be too bad. Could even dunk them in the water on the way through if I'm smart about it. Yeah, why don't I start setting up for major storage over here? I like that plan. Alright, so I'm thinking we put the... I'm gonna hope to God that these guys don't die while I'm doing this. Everybody starts screaming at me if anything happens. So let's go ahead and... Can I not put it here? Why is there okay, but not here? It's the trees, isn't it? It is. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and plunk that there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to dunk them in the water, even if I am smart about it. Yeah, because if I put them down, they won't be able to get back up, so that blows, but oh well. Can I attach this yet? Yes, I can. Alright, that'll be our new route. Let's start major water storage. Or not water storage, but storage in general. Oh, that's going to be another 1,000, and I need to unlock the observatory first. Because that's like the one thing that I haven't done yet that I was supposed to be doing this episode. Perfect. Plop it there. And then we'll go ahead and... because these things aren't expensive, I don't really care if I use more than I should. And then how much power do you need? 200. I am probably going to need... How much are we producing? 600. You take... where the hell is the power? Does it not say once it's built? That sucks. I think that's like 200, and that's like 150 or 100, something like that. I don't know. Not a lot of stuff up here takes a lot of power. Oh, perfect. Cool beans. Let's get that going. Yay! I can't wait until this is done. Ooh. Yeah, not a moment too soon. Luckily, we will have some more water in literally half a day. Yeah, so just a matter of waiting on the planks now. Oop. Sorry, I accidentally pressed something. I think I pressed the Windows key. Something popped up on the other screen. And I was like, hello? I didn't click you on purpose. What? Alright, and then after that, they should be able to get these done. Which I think I do probably need another. Yay! And that's still a problem. Let's, raise the priority of that. Wish they hadn't done that. And then we're gonna go ahead and auto-open those. Well, that will mark the end to another very productive episode of the Beaver game, and by very productive, I mean kind of productive. Well, I forgot what I'm doing half the time. On the bright side, I did get everything done that was on my list of things I needed to fix. So, we did something. So, as we watch the sunset and the sunrise, and hopefully they don't actually finish the pylons while I'm talking, because that'll be something for the next episode. As always, thank you all for watching. I do genuinely appreciate your company, and I hope you have a good day, night, whatever it is. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!